You know that moment when you walk through the door after a long day, and your dog greets you with that adorable little wiggle and a stretch that looks like they're trying to reach the ceiling? It's like they're saying, "Oh, thank goodness you're back. I've missed you so much." And in that moment, your heart melts, and you can't help but feel a warmth that only a furry friend can bring. But here's the million-dollar question. Does your dog's stretching really mean they missed you? Let's break this down. First of all, dogs are creatures of habit. They thrive on routine, and when you leave the house, their world shifts a little. They might not understand the concept of time like we do, but they definitely know when their humans are absent. So, when you walk back in, it's not just a simple stretch. It's a release of pent-up energy and a way to readjust to the new situation. Think about it. If you've been sitting at your desk all day, the first thing you probably do when you stand up is stretch. It feels good to loosen up those muscles, right? Well, your dog is no different. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Stretching in dogs can also be a form of communication. When they stretch, they're not just saying, "Hey, I missed you." They could be signaling that they're ready to play or that they're feeling relaxed and comfortable in your presence. It's their way of saying, "I'm here, and I'm happy to see you." It's almost like they're inviting you to join in on the fun. So, when you see that adorable stretch, it might not just be about missing you. It could also mean they're ready to engage with you in whatever way they love best, whether that's a game of fetch, a walk around the block, or just some quality cuddle time on the couch. But let's not forget the science behind it. Dogs have a natural instinct to stretch, especially after a nap or a period of inactivity. This behavior is rooted in their evolutionary background. In the wild, stretching helps them prepare their muscles for the day's activities, whether it's hunting, playing, or just exploring their territory. So, when your pup stretches after you've been gone, it's a way for them to shake off the sleepiness and get back into their active mode. It's like they're saying, "Okay, I'm awake now, let's do something." Now I know what you're thinking. But what about those sad puppy eyes when I leave? Trust me, I get it. It's hard to ignore that face, and it can feel like they're genuinely heartbroken when you walk out the door. And while it's true that dogs can form strong bonds with their humans, it's important to remember that their emotional responses are a bit different from ours. Dogs are incredibly social animals, and they thrive on companionship. So when they see you leave, they might feel a twinge of anxiety or confusion. But it doesn't mean they're sitting there moping the whole time you're gone. They might just be adjusting to the shift in their environment. And here's a fun fact. Dogs have a unique way of processing their feelings. While they do experience emotions, they don't dwell on them the way we do. Their brains are wired to live in the moment, which means they're likely to bounce back quickly from any feelings of separation. So, when you come home, yes, they're excited to see you, but it's not necessarily a deep sense of missing you. It's more about the joy of reuniting and the anticipation of all the fun they know they can have with you. Now, let's talk about the different types of stretches your dog might do. There's the classic play bow, where they lower their front legs and keep their back end up high. This is an invitation to play and can mean they're feeling playful and energetic. Then there's the full body stretch, where they extend their legs and arch their backs. This is a sign of relaxation and comfort. And don't forget the side stretch, where they roll onto their side and stretch out. This one can indicate that they feel safe and secure in their environment, which is a great sign of a happy dog. So, the next time you walk in the door and your dog greets you with that adorable stretch, take a moment to appreciate the nuances of what it really means. Sure, they might be excited to see you, but they're also just being their natural, instinctive selves. It's a blend of communication, physical release, and a little bit of that doggy joy that we all adore. And here's a little tip. If you want to encourage that joyful energy when you come home, try engaging with your dog right away. Get down on their level, give them some pets, and maybe even join in on that stretching routine. It's a great way to bond and show them that you're just as excited to be back as they are to see you. So, while your dog's stretching might not mean they missed you in the way we think of missing someone, it's still a beautiful expression of their happiness, their instincts, and their desire to connect with you. And honestly, isn't that what makes having a dog so special? It's the little moments, the shared experiences, and the unconditional love that fills our hearts. So, embrace those stretches, enjoy the wiggles, and remember that every moment with your furry friend is a treasure.